We use speech as a tool of communication. But if you are in a digital environment, means you are talking to some machine or a machine is talking to another machine, then there might be some sorts of kind of noise in the environment, kind of other disturbance or the kind of issues which are having some sort of deterioration to the speech quality. So in that particular case, you are supposed to restore the original quality of that particular speech so that the actual signal doesn't get distorted and the communication doesn't get impacted. So that's why this particular term, speech enhancement, comes to picture. So when we talk about speech enhancement, there are different related issues, the kind of data sets that the people who are working in this particular field, they are having different sorts of papers, etc., etc. So all those things we are going to cover into this particular lecture. And in this video, we are going to see that what sorts of things that you can do in this particular domain. So let's start. Hey there, my name is Rohit Kumar, and today we are going to focus specifically on the speech enhancement and the related issues from a research point of view. So we start with the basic definition. What is speech enhancement? So speech enhancement is nothing but a set of different tools and techniques which aim to improve the quality of speech. Now, obviously, that's the very naive or the simple definition, but it includes a lot more technicality behind when you go in detail or when you deep down just explore the kind of related research or the technical related things, then you get lot more many algorithms, many key techniques, etc., etc. And then you can subdivide your domain also, that we will look next in this particular video, that how you can specifically subdivide your domain using a funnel approach. You just dig down deeper and then you specifically focus on a particular aspect of speech enhancement and then you contribute into that particular area. So coming to the specific focus, that means the basic focus. So as I told you that the tools and techniques used to improve the speech quality are considered to be part of speech enhancement. Additionally, when we do this, then obviously one thing comes to mind, that usually we are doing this thing, then what sort of things we can do for a speech enhancement, means what are the sort of different methods. So you can use the different filtering techniques, you can use the different restoration methods or the model based methods. So these are some of the related tools and techniques which you can use for speech enhancement. Coming to the specific purpose of speech enhancement, so purpose is quite simple, because we want to improve our communication. Additionally, the pre-processing that we use in speech enhancement, because many times we just filter out the kind of noise, etc., from the speech and it becomes good quality speech or the good quality signal. So the pre-processing that we use, that might be helpful in different sorts of electronic gadgets, like we have the headphones, etc. There we have the noise cancellation effect, etc. So all those things are nothing but the part of speech or the audio quality enhancement. Okay, so that's all for the basic introduction of this particular topic. Now coming to the specific technical details. So as we are on this particular Science Direct page, you can see yet we are at the sciencedirect.com. So here we have the speech enhancement part, and in this particular topic, there are a number of articles and the book chapters, etc., are listed down here. So if I want to give you a basic idea that what sort of work people are doing in the field of speech enhancement, so here you can see that robust speech recognition using noisy ambient conditions. They have discussed over the robust speech recognition under a noisy environment. And this particular work is published in the Human-Centric Interface for Ambient Intelligence, 2010. Then we have the second one, where we have the unsupervised LPC estimation training targets for augmented Kalman filter based speech enhancement. So Kalman filter they have used for speech enhancement, which is one of the popular method. And this is published in the Speech Communication, which is a very well-known journal. Then we have the digital speech processing, where we have the work published in the Encyclopedia of Physical Science and Technology. Then CaseNet integrating local and non-local attention operation for speech enhancement, etc. Multiple works are listed over here. Okay, so you can just see and have a basic idea of speech enhancement. Then we just simply close it and just simply jump onto the Google Scholar. There we will see that how and what sort of works people are doing over there. But before going down into the kind of details, let me just tell you that there are different sorts of data sets and the related models are available, with respect to speech enhancement. So if I specifically talk about, then there are some of the very popular data sets with respect to speech, and some of them include the DNS challenge and the grid corpus, where different sorts of methods as well as the models are available for this particular corpus. So one very popular model is audiovisual concat, and there is another MaxDI. Then we have the subforma, and particularly again there is another one which is DCU-NetMC. So these are some of the related models with respect to speech enhancement. Coming to the data sets, so we have the Geometry, we have EasyCom, we have the grid corpus, then we have the TCD Timid corpus, and we have the Libri speech duplicate. So these are some of the related data sets. There are multiple others available. Additionally, the kind of different works that you can do. So you, as I told you, that you can have the specific subdomains of speech enhancements, and you can focus your work onto that. So coming to the works which are available, so there are different sorts of works, and you can find the kind of GitHub implementation on the GitHub, including the TensorFlow implementation and PyTorch implementation. So there is a popular work which was published in ICLR 2019, where they have discussed the phase-aware speech enhancement with the deep complex unit. And similarly, there is another work where they have proposed a DCC RN method, where the deep complex convolutional recurrent network for phase-aware speech enhancement is discussed. The work includes a PyTorch implementation and is discussed in the InterSpeech 2020. So these sort of works are only some of the related examples. You can have many more works, and which you can find from the Google Scholar also. Additionally, if you are not interested in a particular kind of work, you are just interested in the simple general sort of information. So you can just simply type over here, like last time I showed you with respect to dialogue generation. Here, you can just simply put speech enhancement. And then if you want the survey, then you can write here survey also. Otherwise, the general speech enhancement related works will come over here. So you can see that there are multiple books are coming here, book, and then you can have the theory and the practice related understanding from this particular book. Okay. Otherwise, there is a IEEE transaction on speech and related things. So here the signal substance approach for speech enhancement they have discussed, but it is very old, quite old book. Okay. So it depends, means if you want the latest work, just put a filter based on time. And since 2019, you will have some of the related works. My net is a bit slow, so pardon me for that. And here you have this particular work where they have discussed an overview of deep learning based audio visual speech enhancement and separation. In 2021, they have published, and this was published in a specific journal. And what is the journal? 1 minute. So this was published in the IEEE ASIM transaction on audio, speech, and language processing. Okay. And additionally, it is available on Archive also. So the full PDF versions are available over here. A lot of, even if you don't have the access to the scientific repositories, still using the open repositories like Archive, you can have number of research papers access. So it's quite useful, especially for the early career researchers who don't have the actual resource and have some sort of limitations at their side, should go to Archive. So these are some of the related works here. Okay, based on the CNN, then they have the MetaGen for the speech enhancement. Then they have the real-time speech enhancement in the time domain. So these are some of the related speech enhancement related works based on different techniques. Similarly, as I was telling you, it depends that using which particular technique you are going to have the idea of speech enhancement, or which particular tool you are going to use. Just put a good survey paper into your hand, and if you are learning onto a good survey paper, it will give you lot more ideas with respect to the tools and techniques, as well as the kind of methodologies which you should use with respect to each speech enhancement. So again, it is a transaction where an overview of deep learning based audio speech enhancement and separation they have discussed. So you can just simply go through it if you are interested, and there you will find some of the related latest works which people have done. Additionally, some of the related works you can find from the future work segment. So it is taking a bit time. I'm going to leave it you can go and have a look, and you can see the things in detail. So these are some of the related things from my side with respect to speech enhancement. Hope you must have liked some of the related things. Even if you don't have the most of the related things at your hand, start with the basic few that you have. Additionally, over the period of time, you will find the related things. And some of the things like the code or the kind of papers, even if you are not getting, you can ask some of your friends or colleagues for the related help. Even when you are not having that sort of help from anyone, you can directly ask to the writer or the author of a particular paper. They may help you in having the related code or the sort of papers. So that's all from my side. If you didn't like anything, please do comment below and let me know what I can do to improve the quality of the videos further, and definitely will consider your suggested improvements. Thanks for watching. Have a lovely day.